Hey everyone, Real Comic Stacks, and I'm checking out Guardians of the Galaxy #2. Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw doing their thing. But before we get started, like usual, hey, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, encourage you to do so. And if the video doesn't stink too bad, make sure you leave a like. Hey, appreciate it guys, and let's get to the movie? The comic? Yeah, comic, not movie. And just in case you missed Guardians of the Galaxy #1, I'll put the link down in the description for my video for it, and I'll have this little tab here you can click and you can go check it out. Alright, so Guardians of the Galaxy 2 starts with Star-Lord and Peter Quill, what seems like in his natural resting state, which is his full-blown pity party. He's talking about everything that happened, he's going through it, just talking about everything that's happened, and you find out he's talking to Kitty Pryde, his ex-girlfriend. There's a couple of funny points in this conversation. The first one is when Peter Quill tells Kitty Pryde about the name of the new ship is the Rider, and she instantly says, after Winona, and he's like, look, I love you, come back. And he goes in and starts talking about, yeah, I got the wedding invitation from Colossus, and Kitty Pryde gets, he says, yeah, he's a great guy, Colossus is, and Kitty Pryde obviously gets very, very uncomfortable. And that's when she asks, hey, why are you calling me? And he finally starts saying, hey, look, I need someone to talk to. And he's like, well, Kitty's like, why didn't you just call her? Well, call her. She killed me. It's kind of hard to get over being dead. And Kitty's like, you would not make it as an X-Men. But finally she just says, look, you can't sit back and wait and watch while bad things happen to people you care about. If you care about her, you need to do something. And he sits back and just continues to do his thing, which is nothing. From there, next stop is the Black Order. And the Black Order has attacked the Collector, and they are beating him down, and eventually it comes to the point where Hela says a trade will be fair. And Hela and the Black Order there, of course, are after the head of Thanos, and the Collector is continuing to say, look, I don't know where it's at. So Hela is threatening him repeatedly, and eventually he says, look, the negative zone is nice this kind of year, and we assume that that's given a hint as to where his head is now. Back on the Rider, Peter Quill is making his rounds, making sure everybody's got what they need, and this pain hits him, and it's him thinking about Gamora during the Infinity Wars, killing him, running him through with that energy sword, and if not for Doctor Strange and the Time Stone, Peter Quill would be dead right now. And he's still trying to figure out how to cope with that. He just doesn't know how to get it together, and he keeps telling himself just to get it together, buddy. And as if dealing with all that isn't bad enough, he's walking through the Rider, and he walks in on freaking chaos. Cosmic Ghost Rider, Frank Castle, and Groot are just in a freaking fight, and there's little mini Groots running around stabbing everything, and Beta Ray Bill's trying to break it up, and it is crazy. It's actually, the little Groots are kind of hilarious, but he comes in and he's just like, hey, that is enough, and tries to get them to end it. Everybody pauses and stops for a second. So in this part, just honestly, I've got to admit, kind of annoyed me. You got this going on, and Cosmic Ghost Rider is just going at Groot, and you find out the real reasoning behind it is because that Groot is basically saying that they need to save Gamora, and Beta Ray Bill is siding with him on it. Well, he's on his way to carve off some more Grootlings when suddenly he gets slammed against the wall by Moondragon, and this is actually impressive because it gets to the point where Frank Castle actually has to stop and says, hey, I actually felt that. What are you? And after Frank Castle gets put down, you kind of get a conversation that you thought would have kind of happened already, and that's, who are you, between Frank Castle and Peter Quill. But after introductions are complete, it gets back to that conflict. You have one group that wants to go save Gamora, or go help Gamora, and you have another group that wants to kill Gamora. And when I say save Gamora, they're trying to save her from the other group that included Starfox that were looking to hunt her down. This is where Peter Quill makes it very clear where he stands in this. He's like, there is no we. We aren't on any side. Look, Groot Beta Ray Bill, you want to go hunt her down and save her, you go do your thing. Frank Castle, you want to go hunt her down, go do your thing. Do whatever you want to do, but it doesn't involve me. There is no we. And Peter Quill just lays out where he's at. He says, look, go if you're going to go do it quietly. Frank Castle says, look, I'm out. And Beta Ray Bill's like, pray we don't meet again on the battlefield. I assure you, Beta Ray Bill is not as easily quelled as Frank Castle blows him off. And that's going to be an interesting fight coming up in the future, I'm sure. Groot goes after Peter because he's completely convinced that Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to go after Gamora. He's going to find Gamora, and when he does find her, he's going to kill her. And Peter's like, look, me and you are the only two in the galaxy that knows where she's at. And that we're not giving it up, so we don't have to worry about it. And then he says, and besides that, you can't kill someone who's already dead. So I've missed something here, because last I remember, Adam Warlock sent her to the place where she could, quote, do the most good, and she was transported, and then suddenly she was with the Magus on some who knows where planet. But I'm confused at this point, so if I'm missing something, somebody put it down in the comments. Our next stop takes us to a group of individuals who have made it out of the wormhole nexus thing that the Black Order created back in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And we see Starfox here, and he has been mutilated by that wormhole that was created. We also find out that the Cosmic Ghost Rider is already with him. And another new addition to the group is Wraith. We didn't see Wraith earlier in the meeting of all the cosmic entities that were there prior. And Wraith actually brings up a good question here. He brings up, like, you're talking about resurrection, but you do not speak of the Black Order. What are we going to do with them? And what are we going to do to find the Titan's body? You know, why are we not pursuing that line? Cosmic Ghost Rider rips on Wraith a little bit about his poncho, and it's pretty funny. But from there, Starfox is basically saying, look, we're handling the First Order, I assure you, but we have a mission. We must kill Gamora. And how are we going to go about doing that? But before he goes on, he asks Nebula, is it going to be a problem you killing your sister? And Nebula, of course, as always, just says, nope. And shouldn't be a problem at all. And she's actually the one who has a plan to find Gamora. And it's basically pretty easy. You attack her one weakness, which is her heart. And the way you do that is you go after that idiot boy she loves, and you wonder who she's talking about. And especially if you're a big Marvel MCU fan, you're thinking it's Peter Quill, but you'd be wrong because in the comic books, it's Nova. So it looks like in the next issue, we'll be bringing Nova into the fold, and I'm really looking forward to that because I'm a huge Richard Rider fan. So, guys, this is a pretty good issue. I think it's just setting a bunch of stuff up, honestly. It was, if I'm being honest, it was kind of dull. Not a lot going on. I thought the stuff between Groot and Cosmic Ghost Rider was kind of dumb. It just seemed immature and kind of played out. But we are looking forward to this, which is Guardians of the Galaxy number 3. This is the cover for it, and it is showing what we're calling the Dark Guardians of the Galaxy, standing there as they toss down Star-Lord's mask. So this is going to be good, guys. Really looking forward to it, seeing where this storyline goes, bringing in some good characters, and overall, I'm going to give Donny Cates the benefit of the doubt on this one, and say I would recommend it because I feel like it's going somewhere. Typically, usually by the third or fourth book, he really takes off. So, waiting to see what happens in number 3, guys. That's all I got. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Leave a like for the video if you're listening to it and you didn't think it was horrible. And also, you can reach out and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you're interested, it's down in the About section. So, guys, I appreciate it. Real Comic Stacks, out.